Greetings, Ray Carnicelli from Lax904 here in St. Augustine. It's Flagler versus Colorado Mesa. It's going to be a great game, but I wanted to give you an update on all things lacrosse in North Florida because it's been a pretty busy week. We had college games all week, and the Lax904 alumni were tearing it up all over the country. Dylan Hess scoring for Georgetown, a couple of caused turnovers and a win earlier in the week. And how about Air Force versus Utah yesterday in the A-Sun battle? Air Force came out on top by 1 goal. I said it would be an Air Force close victory, so I got right that time. But Freddie DeMarza for Utah with 2 goals in that game. Wilhelm from Creekside, he had a goal. And then Nolan Parlett, I think he was almost 60% save percentage with a huge save at the end of the game to close out that 1-goal victory. So that was a lot of fun. Nace up at Queens, scoring for Queens in an A-Sun win over Lindenwood. This week I got to watch Ponte Vedra and call that game with Jim Applegate, their win over Jupiter. And then I went over and watched Bulls versus Erie from Colorado. So a couple things on the 2 high school teams before I get hit with a ball over here. So Ponte Vedra, we talked before the game. I asked Jim if it was going to be a race to 10. He said it might be a race to 8. It was a close game. I think it was either 5-2 or 6-2, something like that. And that Ponte Vedra defense is so good. And, you know, we talk about Jack P. and his ability to change the game, and he certainly has that. He was on fire. And the saves that he made, the gimmies he's going to get, and he stole probably 5 or 6 as well. So it was a huge game for Jack P. But I don't think enough credit goes to that close defense for Ponte Vedra. These guys are giant, and they're rangy, and they're lacrosse smart. They cover so much space. They cover the lanes. So that Ponte Vedra defense is very sound. And the offense is coming along. I would still like to see them take some... You going to hit somebody today?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You know it.
I want to see that Ponte Vedra offense take some better angle shots, but they're getting better. They're moving the ball better. Once J.P. Dolan and Mason Houseman start getting to the middle a little bit more and hitting the cage, the good things are going to come. We saw Cannon Houseman out there tearing a corner in the net. So they have a lot of weapons on offense. They're going to win a lot of games under 10 goals, though, I think. It's just their style of play right now. And then, different story over at Bulls. We got to watch the Bulls team, my first time watching them this year, and they played a good team. Colorado, Erie from Colorado. They are a really good team, and Bulls made it look easy. It was a big, significant win. I can't remember the score right now, but let me just say this. Dalen John Hill, he gets a lot of credit for being an expert feeder, but his shooting ability is underrated. He was 4-4 on the day, just about every pass, whether you're skipping it through or hitting adjacent or no look across the crease. He makes it so difficult on the defense. And then his shooting ability, like I said, it's underrated. He can get underneath. He can shoot from the outside. He's got some flair. And then you've got Binns and the strong defense, and Greer Boree winning faceoffs, and Gavin Boree wasn't playing. And Bulls, if they don't at least make it to the state title game, I'll be shocked. And we'll make a decision whether we think they're going to win it or not after the season plays out a little bit more. But those 2 teams are really good. Credit to Nice. Looking at the score, they were down a couple very late against Creekside. Next thing you know, they come out and steal a 1-goal victory against Creekside. So congratulations to Nice. This game, we're about 20 minutes to face off, so I'm going to have to head up to the booth in a minute. But this is the 5th ranked team that Flagler has played, and we've gotten to the point where they've been competitive in a couple. It looked like they might sneak out a couple of wins against these ranked teams, but they haven't. So the time for moral victories and competing is over. It's time to beat one of these guys. And so Colorado Mesa is ranked number 17 in the country right now. They came down to Florida and had a game against Tampa, a top 5 team. They lost. Then they squeaked out a 1-goal loss. I should say Florida Southern squeaked out a 1-goal win just the other day against Colorado Mesa. Very close game. Flagler beat Barton, and then they got handled by number 1 Limestone pretty easily. But I think that they match up. Flagler matches up very well with this team. they've got a couple of big-time scoring threats, does Colorado Mesa. So if Flagler can stop those guys, win some face-offs, they're going to have a good chance to win this game because they have so many scoring options. I think there's at least six Flagler players with double-digit goals. So if they can win the face-offs, if Nate Lair has a nice game in goal today, and they can kind of contain big number one for Flagler, I think Flagler's going to win this game, and I'm going to go ahead and predict it 13-11 Flagler victory. What do you think? Is that a good score?
Yeah.
Okay, he agrees. The guy in the Average Joe's uniform says Flagler's going to win this game as well. So tune in on my X account. I've posted the link. I'm excited to call this game. Beautiful night in St. Augustine. So that's it for now. Ray Carnoselli from Lax904.